Okay, let's press play, see where we're at, see if anything at all works. Yeah, it could all blow up. Let's see. Yeah, it pretty much it all blew up. Okay. All right, let's see where we went wrong. When debugging, it's best to go down to one player, keep it simple. We're going to play as a server so we can rule out any replication issues. I'm going to press play real quick. See if anything changes. Okay. So let's start the debug. Let's see if we can get to the first. I pressed F9 to get a breakpoint. Let's see if we can get to that first step right there. We did. So apparently everything is ready. Mine to on capture points change. My on team scores change. And I'm just hitting these zeros. It's just stepping through my logic. We get our character. We do. Create. And then we say on capture point changed. And then what happens? Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's start by getting that the end game text out of our way. So let's go to the designer. I think the problem there is that we should just run that. I'm going to just try running that reset widget first. See if that takes care. See. Cache variables ready. Let's just. I'll reset widget right here. Fill the breakpoint for now. Okay. Let's change the capture point's name. Go into the world. Its name. There we go. So I'm in the details. Oh, why aren't you? The point name, maybe. Let's see what we called it. Point name. Okay. Are you public? You are not. All right. Now, type in point name. Let's give it a letter like B. We know we haven't used it yet. All right, let's press play. Cool. So the letter works. Okay. Solved a couple of the problems. Let's continue. Let's see if our on team scores event fires. It's not. Let's find out why. Another thing I want to check is points properly filling. Make sure it actually makes it here. It does. Let's go into our game state. On rep team scores. On team scores changed. That get called. It does not. Let's go to team scores. Find references. Get set. Okay. Let's see what's happening with our team scores. If it gets called here, I'm in the game state and award points to team. Okay, it's not awarding points. Find out why. Find references. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I forgot my own game logic. We gotta let the point get captured first. All right, now it's awarding points. Now everything seems to be kicking off. Team 1 progress says it's at 100 already. Okay. That's not right. Oh, wait, it's team progress for that point. Okay. Award points per team. 2 team. Okay. I think I see the issue. We didn't default team scores. And so when it goes through team scores, it's looking for the team. It doesn't find it. So let's add our teams in there. Okay. See if that fixes the problem. Let it capture. All right. We'll look at you in a minute. Excellent. Fantastic. Cool. And a reset. I think that was our first successful game loop. Great. Let's see if that reset properly. Yeah. Well, that's good. Now let's try it on a client. You did see that text at first. I might. Oh, and his health is a little weird too. Both their healths are weird. I have to figure out what's going on there. I don't want to wait. And so he's going to stop being able to score now. Nobody's scoring, and that's intentional because he's starting to capture the point. Since we only award points for fully captured points, nobody should be scoring. So that is correct. You obviously could change it to where they're still scoring until he starts scoring again, and then it's like nobody's scoring. You could do something like that, but I think this works. And I'm just making sure that the right things start to go up. Fantastic. All right, that's good. Okay. Now we just need to test a couple more things and fix the player health. Let's go to character. Let's see. Let's see what the widget thinks it is, and then we'll compare that to what the character thinks it is. It might be better to debug this once we get our weapon system in place. If we look, we can tell that it didn't put that at all. So I'm wondering if reset widget should just call on player health changed. I had to have the player health. Hold on. This divided by this. So basically, I'm just setting the initial player's health. I'm imagining that since the player's health isn't changing when you start, it never calls any of that. Okay. The player's health is correct. Now let's do one last thing. Oh, yeah. These things. So the end text and next game horrors box. Next game horrors box, set the render opacity. It is at 0, but we have an animation selected, so yeah. It's defaulted to 1. We want that to be defaulted to 0. And the Windsor, set that to 0. Then you shouldn't see it for that split second. Probably didn't even show up on the video. Maybe it did. Okay. One other thing I want to do. Let's add some more points in here so we can see how well we handle multiple points. So let's pop him in there. Make his point name. Let's do D. I'm kind of trying to throw it off a little bit purposely. Then call the next one something like C. But we placed them in here out of world order. I don't know if that matters. But I want to see if it orders it correctly. B, A, B, C, D. Cool. We didn't put an A in there. But do we have them all? B, C, and D? Yeah, B, C, and D. And we'll get rid of that debug text here in a minute. There is nothing worse than you can tell when somebody they didn't do that. Like you're loading in the game and then somebody else's debug text is just true. In the middle, you're like, what? Why is this even here? What is it even doing? Okay, loser. Another guy. Do you have a winner? Nice. And they should go to each other's respective points. Great. Okay. That worked.